Okay, microphone is on. Wonderful. Hey, that's not the screen I selected. There we go. We'll leave it on that one to start out. Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you all on board. I am your host, and DrFox2000, and this is the Volcano Eruption live stream. Almost forgot who the heck I was. Anyway, glad to have everyone on board. And yes, I did have to take some muscle relaxants here. My back isn't doing so well today, so I took some of them. So if I get a little slurry speech kind of thing, don't worry about it. That's what's causing it. Anyway, glad to have you all on board here. And of course, you probably all see that Piggy is back. And we are so very, very happy she is back with us. And of course, I was going to throw that picture on of Piggy being back in here. And of course, it eluded me really quickly as to where that picture went. And I've been hunting for it for the last 4 or 5 minutes already. And I just found it. So there's Piggy. And she's doing a wonderful job, and you can see she's all bandaged up, but she's ready to go home. So she's looking forward to that, and I'm very happy to hear that. So that's our wonderful Piggy today. So she will be heading home tomorrow, back to Cause. Yeah, it's cute. It is. It is. Anyway, I'm going to turn that back off, and we'll leave that there and get right into things. So first off, just a gentle reminder once again, top chat and live chat should be what it displays at the top of your chat box. If it happens to say top chat replay or live chat replay, that means the stream has already finished. And there's nobody left in the chat box to actually chat with. At least we hope they went home. I figured out how Lucas keeps getting back in. He doesn't go home. He just stays in the studio and sleeps in the corner somewhere. Exists on eating cookies, apparently. Anyway, so yeah, if it says top chat replay or live chat replay, you will be watching the stream recording rather than the stream live. And just so you know, you can still make comments down below, just like any other video that you find on YouTube, but you cannot interact with the people in the chat box. They're not being rude by not answering you. It's just simply they aren't not there. So anyway, let's get on with it. What's been happening? First off, I'm going to say welcome to our wonderful moderators that are in the channel. I think, well, we already know Piggy is back. That's great to see. Arizona Snowman is here as well. And yeah, I seen Paulzilla is also here. I don't know if Bob, C&D boy, is back yet, but anyway, I didn't see him yet. But nonetheless, those are our wonderful moderators. Please do give them the respect they deserve. And they try to keep the chat friendly and clean for everyone. Quick things to throw out. The language is English. And we don't mind you saying, you know, hello or Guten Abend or the Guten Morgen or Buenas noches, but beyond that, everything else should be English, and let's keep it with that. So that's all cool. And let's see. Oh geez, Paulzilla, sorry to hear that, and all the best to you. That's a bad thing. So Paulzilla's uncle died in a car crash or accident last night. All of our best out to you, Paul. And hard to hear. You know, you've already had your losses. Now you got another one. That's bad. That's bad. Sorry, my friend. Anyway, continuing on with the show. What's happening with... Oh, I should say hi to everyone here first before I get going with that. What's happening with our volcano? It's just continuing to do what it was been doing for the last little while here. And it looked about the same today again, taking a few more breathers in between, which is a kind of an interesting concept there, and maybe a sign of sorts. Anyway, I'm going to say hello to our wonderful people in the chat. I'm going to start with Restarum. Welcome back. Kevin Haynes, Annie, Craig Thor, D. Anderson, Nancy Buchanan, of course. Juliet is here. Iceman Coffee, John Raper, Lucas Snow, of course. And as much as we regretfully like doing this, Lucas gets the cookies again. So I don't know how he did that. I locked the darn door, and then he claims I left the keys in the door, and I don't think so. I think he is sleeping in the back of the studio at night, because I don't think that window ever closed. So that's what I'm thinking. It's gotta be. There's no other way that he could get in here every day as the first guy. So anyway, let's see. I got up to Lucas Snow. Zoe is back. Welcome back. Ronnie Rhino also here. Yvonne Kunkel is here. And glad to have you on board, Yvonne. DJ Puff the Third. I just wanted to mention, poor Yvonne won't be able to be here for almost the whole week, as her shift is overriding work. Yeah, it's horrible stuff, gets in the way all the time. But I told her, since she is a volcanologist, she could always tell her boss, say, look, I gotta watch this show. It's only 2 hours daily. It's all about volcanoes. It's important information. Anyway, also Grandma B is here, as well as Angel Grams, Dennis Ray, Storm Chaser 1211. Welcome all of you. Did I say D is here? D Anderson. I think I might have. Dodger also in the house. And let's see, going up the ladder a little bit more, trying to find some other names. Annie, not sure if I mentioned you already, but welcome. Sleepy Dormouse also here. Wormhand back, welcome back. Glad to have you on board. Siri also here. Sue Hayes, Juliet, and let's see, going up some more, trying to find out. Oh, Mark La Barbecue. Welcome everyone. Glad to have you here. Adele also here, and going up a bit more to see Tom. Welcome back to the channel, or the stream. And let's see, going up a little bit more, I'm trying to find who else. Liz Markman Moyler in the house. Christopher is also back. Welcome. And let's see, who else snuck in here. Going up fairly quick, so if I miss a name or two, I do apologize. And Henry Nelson, welcome back. Glad to have you on board. And I think, Patriot Roydy, welcome back. Oh, where is that music coming from? We gotta stop that real quick. Oh, they put advertisements on there. Ha! That's weird. And it was about 4 seconds long. How do you stop that in time? Anyway, going back up, trying to see who else I might have missed name-wise. But anyway, if I did not call your name out, don't panic, don't fret. I will get you later on in life here, somewhere along the way. So anyway, good to have everyone on board. Ez is in the house. There we go. That's a name that I missed. And Chuckster also made it back. Kevin Butcher also in here. Sandra Rockland. And I think that might be good for... Oh, James Bong. There we go. Who else? Who else? Who else? I think I got most of you. Okay, so... yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. Anyway, same thing happening today. We've got the wind kind of blowing in the wrong direction towards the cameras and causing the visibility not to be so great, which is fine. It does happen, but I did want to back up a little bit on that right away and kind of go over the day. So if we move it back a ways, they did have it zoomed in a little bit more, and you can definitely see our fire fountain is continuing to throw out its lava so ever so gracefully, but I'm not on the right channel, so I gotta switch, and we'll put it here so you can see it. And that's what was going on pretty much all day long. So actually earlier in the day it was a little quieter than that, but it was good to see you know, it doing its thing and continuing to throw out that lava. And as we back up a little bit more in time, this is about 2 hours 43 minutes ago. You can see that it is throwing the material out, more pulsating earlier in the day rather than that steady flow that we had. If we keep backing up a little bit more, of course you can see it's a little less material coming out of the top back vent there, but we are still getting the gray material coming out, and it does appear as if we have a lot more steam in it again today. Looking at the white smoke, or steam in this case, coming off of there, so definitely getting more water in there again. Anyway, if we continue to back up a little bit more, we do see it seems to be kind of cycling, like where it just goes into a low state for a little while, then picks up again. And this is kind of evident by the plumes of material coming out. This was earlier here where it got a little quieter again, and this is what I was referring to about, you know, all of a sudden you've got very, very little output, and we're starting to see this kind of cycling. So I'm wondering if there's material, like we're full of gas for a while, and then the material has to get pushed back up somehow, and it's just not doing it. So this may be a sign of what is to come. But you know, we back up a little bit further than that. 4 hours ago, again, it was doing a pretty good job with its plume of goodness coming out of it. And again, we back up a little bit more. 4.5 hours ago, kind of the same thing. Then we get back 5.5 hours ago, and again, we don't see quite as much material coming out of those back vents, which is kind of just the way it is. Then we keep going. 6 hours, we do see the material in the background. 6.5 hours ago, it was actually smoking pretty bad in the back. So this is kind of shows that it's going through cycles, and kind of makes you wonder why all of a sudden is the plumbing doing that, you know. So it's an interesting thing. Just I don't know. We'll have to figure out why it's doing that type of pulsing or whatever. And so that's already 7 hours ago. If we move to about 8 hours ago, it kind of gets a little bit more steamy, and I think they also had some lower clouds in there as well. 8:30 or 8.5 hours ago. Very difficult to tell if those back vents are dumping anything out, but it definitely is continuing to steam. This is about 9 hours ago, And again, you can see on the backside that very, very heavy duty ash and whatever else is in there, pyroclastic materials of sorts, as well as, of course, you've got your lava, you've got water vapor or water molecules in there, everything's shooting up. Of course, when it's in that state, you really want to kind of take a look and watch for static buildup or lightning. But we didn't see any. I didn't see any earlier today, so I did watch for a while. 9 hours ago, kind of the same thing. If we back up some more, 10 hours ago. Again, 10 hours ago, there wasn't so much of the dark stuff visible, but we did get a lot of steam. So, kind of makes a guy wonder, what's, those cycles, how long are they? And I may sit around and try to figure that out later. So, about 11 hours ago, you did still see some black material coming up, but that seemed to be coming up the front vent rather than the back one. And what I'm referring to is, oh, hang on, why is my whiteboard not working? Ha! My crayons aren't working. Go figure, Piggy is back and my crayons aren't working. What the heck? Piggy, did you eat my crayons already? She must have. Alright, I'm gonna get a new box of crayons out. And we'll try that. Whiteboard, there we go. Okay. Then, alright, no, I need to make it thick. Okay, so right in there, you see in the front there, so you got basically this guy, and this guy as far as vents there. And apparently it's that middle one. So we definitely have different vents right up in the front there. And of course the two that were kind of side by each, those were the ones that were dumping out all that lava, not yesterday, but day before, and well, actually yesterday as well. So it's interesting to see all of that material pouring out. So from getting the bad gas up the pipes, I guess, is what it's doing. Pretty cool. And let's see, we'll go back a little bit more, and this is almost in the twilight of the morning there, and you can see how everything was causing the silhouetting, and that's all pretty good. Colin Deadman says, sorry I'm late, Dr. Fox. Hands in the sink. Hands in the sink. Well, at least you got clean hands. So, all right. And then, of course, a little earlier, they looked at it again, and I think we want to get back a little bit earlier. They had a really, really good close-up of what was going on in the cone, or right near the cone there. So, yeah, that's where they zoomed in on everything, just so you could see. And that really is kind of an awesome, eerie shot, because they're zooming right in on the steam that's coming up. And it really, really does look like steam, because of the coloring. So, pretty cool. Yeah, bad gas, bad gas. Don't breathe the bad gas. Put your gas mask on. At Dr. Fox, can we just point out that the volcano is tiny in comparison to the mountains in the background and the caldera to the north, which is huge. And Storm Chaser 1211, you're absolutely right. I've actually been looking at some interesting volcanoes, and this being relatively tiny in comparison to others. I have to say it really truly is. When I was in Iceland, as an example, I understood that looking at Ragnar was considered a tourist volcano, and it is technically very small when you get into volcanoes. At least, like when it started out, it was really, really tiny. Then when it got to its maturity there, it was still considered to be very small. Yet it is dwarfed by what we have here at Cumbre Vieja in La Palma, because of the physical size of this thing. There's a volcano which is only about 15 meters in height, Dr. Fox. Yes, Yvonne, I was going to mention that. You forgot the name of it, no problem. But there's also those ones that are the what they call the cold volcanoes, and those are pretty neat too. So it's kind of awesome in that respect. But anyway, getting to the size thing, if you turn around and you look at this volcano here, and of course, okay, I'm being quiet now, LOL. Oh, come on, Yvonne, you can pipe up anytime you wish. That you're more than welcome to do so. Actually, I'm going to use you for this next question, Yvonne. In comparison to Mount Etna, how would you describe this? How many times could you possibly get Cumbre Vieja into Mount Etna? That's the question that I've got. And, I can already tell you lots, but I don't know, if you take a guesstimate and, a rough idea, anything would be interesting. That's something that I always wondered, how this little volcano would fit inside one of those bigger ones. And then when you turn around and you look at Etna by no means is the largest volcano around. Okay, there are others that are even bigger. So you gotta kind of go, oh, wow, some of these things are huge, right? About 9 times, you think. Okay, thank you, Yvonne. That gives you a pretty good idea of what the difference in size is. So you can take 9 of these, stack them and pack them, and you make a Mount Etna. So this is indeed still very small, right? Al Sanchez says 5 times the size, Cumbre Vieja versus Etna. Yeah, I don't know. I think we know that it'll fit in there a whole bunch, right? I'm not sure how tall Etna actually is right now, but I do know that it's quite wide and is built up over many a year. So the caldera to the north must have been an enormous volcano, and such a massive eruption would have lasted for years. Would have loved, but still love Cumbre Vieja. Storm Chaser, yeah, you're right. That would have lasted for years, and it definitely is a much larger volcano. And that's the whole thing behind it. Some of these, when we're looking at these ones here, like Cumbre Vieja, in a way is just a little tourist volcano almost, right? CV is about 400 meters in height. Etna is 3,200 meters in height. Okay, big difference, right? So Etna being 3,200 meters, it's about 9,000 some feet, just about 10,000 feet in height, versus 1,200 feet in height. So yeah, it's about 9 times bigger height-wise, and I'm sure the base is you've seen Etna and how wide it is, so it's a huge volcano, right? This is relatively tiny. So and then Iceland, Ragnar, even smaller. So pretty cool to see though. And let's see. A strong earthquake today, 4.2. Yeah. Actually, yeah, there were some earthquakes, but not quite as many as there were when we had the over 250 the other day. Anyway, I wanted to get this back onto a live shot here. Oh, they're showing. Yeah, they moved it from the visibility got too poor, so they moved it down to the lava flow. And I'm going to see if we can actually get some of the other ones on here. I think this may not be up to date either. Give me a second, and I will see if we can put that on to a live situation. Yeah, ended 9 minutes ago. Thank you, guys. Okay, I'll fix that up, and we'll leave it on that one for right now. I will see if I can get my 9 minutes back, and we'll try this. Oop, hang on, hit the wrong thing. And let's right click and do that. Okay. Because they are still showing the volcano. We'll see what we can come up with. There we go. Alright, a lot more noise, and they're showing some of the fires. The lava is moving forward and continuing to make an effort to get to the ocean. So this, of course, is the material that's been coming out for the last day or so. Now, one of the things that I kind of was looking at, you know, we've seen how much lava was coming out the other day, as well as what we were seeing yesterday, but none of it has really pushed right out to the ocean. And it really kind of makes a guy wonder, so where's that lava going? Where's it sitting? You know, is the viscosity so high that it is literally putting on the brakes in there somewhere? Or is it not, you know, did we get some holes in the ground somewhere and it's slipping away into the back underground, or who knows what, right? But for seeing that volume that we've seen in the last couple of days, why is it not really pushed into the ocean a lot further? And we have not seen evidence of it moving in there at that degree. So where's the lava? You know, that's something that I'm kind of wondering. Now, I do know with that higher viscosity, it's going to slow down and sit in amongst itself there, but that would really build that area up. So we haven't seen that either. So where the heck is it? So it gets really cool, really interesting, and I'm going to turn the volume on that one down a little bit. I think it's windy out there, so that should be a little better. I'm back and smoother than Ragnar lava flow. Bananapus, welcome back. Glad to have you on board. Tony Goodman also here, as well as Lids Yelf Racing. Boy, that's hard to say sometimes. Okay, Colin Taylor also here. I don't know if I mentioned you earlier. One fish in the house. And let's just catch up on some names that I've seen going by here. So Sophie made it back. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. And who else snuck in here? We've got Angel Grams. Pepe is back as well. And okay, it is what, VE3 now in Volcano announced it. Oh, so is that what they're calling it? VE3 Pepe, as far as the name of the La Cumbra, or yeah, Cumbre Vieja. Because I know that that was the actual area. They didn't actually name the volcano. So if that's what it is, VE3, interesting name. And pretty cool. Yes, okay, so it's VE3. okay, or VA3, if you're saying it in Spanish. Uno, dos, tres. Yeah, that's right. 3, tres. So, VA3. All right. Well, it's got a name, VA3. I like calling it Cumbre de Vieja better, but we know that is the general area that it's in, and pretty cool. Neat one, welcome. Most of the lava from Thursday night stayed in the northern area, and yeah, that's kind of weird that it would have done that, and maybe Mother Nature is just filling out the low spots. Well, oh boy, that's another one. Pachueo. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but welcome anyway. Brandon Gray, I can say that name, that works. There's a volcano gearing up in the Galapagos Islands called La Cumbre. Oh, okay. Thanks, Brandon. And let's see, Do Free also made it in here. Glad to have you on board. Sassy, Tina Sassy, welcome. I think I said hi to you anyway, but the CBD store, it's always, what? It always needed natural known best. Okay, cool. Anyway, yeah, it does look like it's pushing onward, and obviously you can see some of the plantation material in the foreground that it's being pushed through. Because they zoomed in so tight here, I really can't tell exactly where we are as far as the location of this push, but I'm sure they will. Oh, that's the volcanic. Okay, it's okay. This volcanic explosive index. And now I get what you're saying, Pepe. That's not the name. I thought they were naming it. All right. It's a 3 on the explosivity index. 3's not very high. We want a 20. I'm kidding. 3's big enough. Okay, I have hemp tea now. DJ. Okay, so. All right. What else we got going on here? Anyway, maybe we can. Oh, hang on. It's just about break time, so I don't know if I want to jump around too much. I did not look to see. I'm gonna get rid of that big banner on there. I did not look to see if our camera above the clouds is working, but yeah, I don't think that's working there. Okay, I'm gonna double check that, see if they've got that one turned back on. I don't know why they wouldn't have, but it was a great view, and a lot of people liked it. So no, they still don't have that one. So the observatory is not working on that. They're working on other stuff, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to get ready to go take that break. So for those people who are watching, if you have not yet hit that like button, and I see only well, less than half of you have, please do consider hitting the like button if you're enjoying the stream. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, consider doing that as well, and don't forget to hit that bell notification. That always helps. Cherry Dr. Pepper, I wouldn't mind one of those do free once in a while. And done did Doc. Okay, wonderful. Thank you for done didding and hitting that button, and do appreciate it. And let's see what else I'm gonna. So yeah, just a quick recap. We know Piggy is back. She's doing her thing. She is still over in Rhodes, but tomorrow she will be getting back home, and very, very happy and thankful. Things are moving along fairly well for her. and hopefully her next few weeks will be easy going and really, really nice as far as recovery. So always important to have a successful recovery. I've missed the streaming, but tonight I got in because I'm decorating cakes, my job. So I'm blind, don't know, don't know updates. Okay, so yeah, I hope you're not blind. Decorating cakes. Hopefully you can make a lava cake or something. That'd be cool. Anyway, on that friendly note, I am looking at break time. Don't go away, you guys. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in snowy Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. About 7,000 kilometers away from that mess that's pushing down the hill there at Cumbre Vieja on La Palma Island in the Canary Islands. Please play nice, and I will be back in about 5 minutes after I take a break. Thank you.
You know, being new here, we just can't sell cars.
Okay, I see that weather is absolutely ash. Anyway, yeah, I've never seen a weather conditions, okay, as being ash with a temperature of 64 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 C. That's volcanic ash. Wow, that's a new one. How's that? Nick Addison, welcome, and thank you, Yvonne. I appreciate it. Garabando, also back in the house. Welcome, as well as Linda Schoof. Good to have you here. And okay, decorating Superman, Spider-Man, and Batman. Too hard. Oh yeah, those would be hard cakes to decorate. Robin M, is this fire in the flatland? Yes, it is. I'm not 100% sure where it is taking place, but we can kind of guesstimate, and I am going to go to one of the 3D maps here, possibly this one, and maybe the other one. Let me get over to it. Anyway, that is somewhere either in here or over on this side. I can't really tell exactly where it is. Let me zoom in a little bit more. So it is in between Mount La Laguna and Mount oh, I'll think of it. Yeah, the other one over here anyway. Todoki, that's it, Mount Todoki. So somewhere in between here, and I'm not sure if it's these buildings or if it's progressing through this or coming down in here now. It's very, very difficult to tell from when we're looking at that scene because of, yeah, it is Todoki. We got it, we got it. So kind of, we know it's down there in between the two somewhere, but not exactly 100% sure which ones. Let's see. What? My room is full of smoke and ash, and it smells so good. Oh no, no! Hang on, Storm Chaser. We don't want to talk about that in here. Let's see. Craig Thor. Okay, I am the only person who has blurry pics. What? You're the only one with blurry pictures? How come you got? Make sure you're sitting at 1080 or whatever, wherever you are, Craig Thor, and make sure that the display rate is at the right setting, and you should be seeing it fairly good. It's the heat, yes. Well, the heat definitely does cause. It's just like when you're looking down a paved road on a very hot day, you see that shimmering water-like appearance of the air moving, and that's basically the same thing that happens when you're looking across a lava field, and it's that optical distortion. So yeah, depending on what device you're using, 1080 is a recommended setting. And in some cases there, if you're on a smaller device, 720 does still does very, very well, and even 480 is not too bad if you're on a phone. But the higher you crank it, the better it is. Do free, my setting was at 360, and I was seeing it clearly. Okay, and yeah, it should be all right. So 024, what? Storm Chaser, there is no setting 024. That'd be like 24 pixels per page. That'd be really, really blurry. It's making, what? Yeah, it's like making whirl. Yes. That's of course the air moving around a bit because of the heat and so on. And again, just to kind of reiterate this, like when we have lava flows and volcano in an area, it does create its own microclimate, and we will observe or have observed all kinds of different things that were going on, like the twisters, as well as, of course, the heat coming off of it and things like that. So there's what's with the flicker above? The lights in the background up in the top area. When we're looking at those are street lights up there, okay? And if you look right here, this is the best indicator. You can actually see the waviness of the heat going by. So that kind of lets you know why it's all distorted in the background. Those are fixed lights. Yes, my crayons. That one Piggy didn't eat yet. Piggy may be sleeping again, and if she is having a nap, we're all good. And we don't mind her doing that. She does need to recover, and she does need to take her trip back tomorrow, back home. So, Luke, I heard a big bang noise. It was very, very loud. Yeah, Luke, no caps, please. It was very, very long. Okay, we didn't. I didn't hear. Well, I heard a car door slamming and things like that. But cap stuck. Yeah, hit it with a hammer. Thank you for your response. You're welcome, Robin. I don't know if it was me that responded though. Miss Lobo Bob, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And let's see who else. I think we got everybody else. I did get Zoe earlier, so welcome, Zoe, if I didn't mention you. And just gonna go look and see if I missed anyone. Vivian Schnell is also in the channel. Welcome. And I got, well, Robin M. I already said hi to. So, okay, cool. We got a bunch more good people, and I'm glad that you're all here, enjoying it. Anyway, we wanted to go over and take a look and see what we had for earthquakes. And of course, on the earthquake map, I'm going to refresh it for the latest, so I'm up to date with what's going on here. I did forget to refresh that one, but my apologies for the white screen. But there we go. Okay, so zoomed out a little bit, we can see that we had some activity over here again, and this was that was the 3.3 that we had. This one is a little older, from the 18th, 2.1. So we are getting some more earthquakes out in different areas, which is kind of neat to see, as well as further out. And I don't know why that's doing what it's doing. There we go. Zoom back in. But what I wanted to look at here is the levels of earthquakes and the amount. So here we had at 1920 we had a 4.2, 1019 we had a 4.6. Those are sizable, and we had a bunch of threes in between here, mid threes, and we had another a 4.0 at 6:42 a.m. and those were the biggest ones. Oh no, hang on, 4.6 at 3:07 a.m. as well. So we do have a few, and I'm seeing here that's the cutoff right here between the two, and there really aren't that many, but we did have a few sizable ones. So if we pop over to the other map, I did load that one up earlier, and we can check it out. So if we zoom in on these, it kind of tells you or shows you where the four over fours are. I did check, so nothing over 5, but over 4 we had 14 hours ago, 18 hours ago. Oh, I should click on these to see how deep they are. Really, 35 kilometers down. This bigger one, 4.6, 37 kilometers down. And this is only 10 kilometers down. So this has more of an effect on our area as far as immediate effect than the stuff further down. And this one, again, 37 kilometers down. So one up a little higher, and the other three are much, much lower. If we take a look at all the threes that popped up, and again, there aren't quite as many as we had the other day, but definitely still a few of them there. And I do believe, yeah, that's the one out in the water, 3.3. And that one is a little odd because it's at 21 kilometers down. So, mind you, that's in a different region. So you kind of got to wonder, because everything else here is either in that lower chamber or the upper one. So Dr. Fox's voice is very soothing. I can lull you to sleep in no time. Anyhow, yeah, so you do have that one out there, and then when we hit the twos, that opens the field up for all the other ones, and we do see quite a few in there as well, in various places, ones that we haven't seen before. So we got this one up here, 30 kilometers down. Again, that's a little higher than normal for the lower chamber, so you kind of go, what's going on? 31 kilometers down. What is this one? 29 kilometers down. Kind of making me wonder now. 37 for that one, and 34 for that one. So a little bit higher up, and that kind of is interesting. So, but that's what we're seeing for earthquakes in the last 24 hours, and it really is not as bad as it was the other day. So hopefully we will be okay with that. I want to get back to our cameras, see what is happening. The lava flow is still pushing forward slowly. High viscosity material. Of course, the higher the viscosity, the slower it moves, because it's gooey and thick and full of rocks and things and all kinds of other stuff. Looking at our views of the cone itself, the smoke and steam is still kind of hiding the meat of the matter up top here, so hard to see what's going on, unfortunately, and not much we can do. And of course the other one, they're just down to lava flow, and unfortunately that picture is just really blurry. I don't know if it's just me or is it just them. So anyway, I'm going to see if that one we can improve that or not. 480. Yeah, even at 1080 it doesn't look that much different. That's at 1080, so yeah, it really wasn't much of an improvement. And this one's actually being sent at 480, so a lot clearer shot in that respect. Put the baby to sleep. What? Lizoid is in the channel. What does the depth of the earthquake mean? Lizoid, it's all about where the chambers are that are feeding this volcano. So apparently you've got down in, from the call it 32 kilometer to about 40 kilometer range, it seems that we've got primary reservoirs down there that were pushing up some of that magma, and that was going up into some other chambers that are somewhere around between 10 and 15 kilometers down. So that's quite a distance for that material to travel up. And then from those 10 and 15 kilometers down, those are the ones that are actually providing the push upward to throw it right out of the volcano. So it's kind of a pressure game of what's in the chambers, and that's what we're seeing come out. So it's pretty cool. Hope that kind of helps you out there. The power of the Dr. Fox lullaby. Oh, you don't want me to sing. Really, you don't want me to sing, you guys. Talking about that, I suffer badly from insomnia, but I've fallen asleep twice now during your weekly shows. It's got to be the power of your voice. Tina Sassy, I am happy that I was able to make you sleep. That's actually amazing. Maybe I should get into something else other than talking about volcanoes. Maybe I should make relaxation tapes or something like that and sell those. Or maybe I'll just stick to talking about volcanoes and have the rumble of the volcano in the background cause you to fall asleep while I hypnotize you with what I'm saying. I don't know, something. All right. And speaking of hypnotizing and things, you probably noticed that you didn't see any commercials on this live stream. I do have my other stream monetized, but this particular volcano eruption live stream is not monetized, just to let you guys know. And I do have super chats turned on if they so desire. Nobody's obligated to. I do prefer that you hit that like button and get the likes up. That really would be awesome. And let's see, Big Toe back in the channel. Welcome, glad to have you on board. Let's see, who else did I miss? People keep sneaking in. And okay, I see the cookie thief is back. Watch your cookies, everyone. Oh, that sounded bad. Okay, never mind. Yeah, Lucas Snow unfortunately was the first one back in here today, so it is one of those things. Ooh, a gold panning show? Okay. You know what? Running water in a frozen ground. I'm going to bring up my temperature for Edmonton right now, just so you can understand what it's like. Yes, Miss Lobo Bob, he got them again. I have no idea how he did that. I went and posted the link, and before I got back, he was already in there. I have no idea. Anyway, you can see it is 13 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 11 Celsius here. So trying to do some gold panning outside is not a viable option. Not at this point, unless you're a sadist and you want to freeze your fingers. Cherry, welcome. Good evening, everyone, and Dr. Fox. Yeah, Banana Puss, it would be a little bit crisp. Yeah, minus 11 C, that's not so bad yet. Wait till it gets cold, okay? It's, yeah, this morning it was only minus 2. Now it's minus 11. But this is really, it's not that cold yet, guys. Wait. When those numbers start saying minus 30 something, then you can start to go, oh, it's cold, okay? As much as I dislike the weather, it is what it is. California, gold in California, and palm trees. Now you're talking, one fish. Palm trees and gold, that's a good mix. I like it. I would really enjoy that. Yeah, around here, summer is good. That's definitely what you want to do. Yeah, living here, unfortunately, it is what it is. That's how cold it gets. Yes, do free, you're right. Gold is everywhere, actually. And you can find it pretty much everywhere. Yvonne Kunkel, so I'm going to bed now. Have fun with the show, everyone. See you next Saturday. Dr. Fox, thanks for another great stream. Thanks to the mods, too. And bye. Have a great Sunday. All right, Yvonne, you take care, and hopefully we'll see you popping into the other stream in between time there as usual. And awesome. And then we'll bug you about where you're going next. What volcano you're going to go visit next. Just curious. Okay, so anyway, looking like we are coming up on our second break here right away. Ratchy Rack is also back, and as well as Nick Addison. I think I might have said that already. Billy Bob Joe is here, so yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to flip around here and see what else we can look at real quick, but our pictures, the views really aren't that great again today. So that is the cone itself. It's not looking so good as far as the smoke and steam and everything in the way. We can't see much, and it is what it is with the weather blowing it back that direction. Unfortunately, this is some of that lava flow that's just a little further upstream, and this is the lower lava flow that is heading towards the ocean. And again, we're not 100% sure exactly where this material is, but we do know that it is in between Mount Todoki and Mount La Laguna, and it is heading for the cliff edge. So it continues to move forward, but at a very, very slow pace due to its very high viscosity. So earthquakes increasing the last 2 hours. Yep, very likely could have. Let's see what else we got in here. Bananapus, oopsies, merge waddled again. Are you mixing? No, what's it? You got your merge wixed. You're balking tackwards. Perhaps trough mumbles. Okay, Pig Latin. It's Pig Latin. Okay, Colorado cold. Oh, Colorado's not that cold. It's colder here. What? Spoonerism? I'm not sure what you're talking about there, one fish. Pamela Moncure saying howdy from Utah. And Utah can get cold too, I heard. But not as cold as Edmonton. DJ, the coldest I had on my Mini Max in the flat years was minus 5.8 in London. Well, minus 5.8 is not very cold. Douglas Anderson also popped in. Go back up the chat a bit, Dr. Fox. Bananapus, I don't do that. I can't do that because while I'm doing that, I've got 200 other messages addressed to me that I don't see. So I try to stay at the bottom. If it's gone, I ignore it. I'm sorry. If somebody tried to ask me something, please do ask it again. Make sure you put DrFox2000 in front of it, and that way it turns red in the chat box and I can actually see it. And just to let you know, I'm not looking at a white background with black print. I'm actually looking at white print on a dark gray background here in the on the studio screen from the YouTube studio screen. So that's where I'm seeing the chat. It's a little bit different. So sometimes we miss things, right? Anyway, Angel, good night. Have a good one. And let's see, Epididdy Mouse, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Oh, it was just a bit of silliness. All right, Bananapus. We'll maybe catch it on the replay or something. And all good. Okay, looking at it is break time for me. I'm going to leave it on this one as we watch the lava push forward. It is a steaming mad bulldozer, burning everything in its path. So for those who have joined us, if you have not yet hit that like button and you are enjoying the show, please do consider hitting the like button. It does definitely help out with our analytics from YouTube. Also, if you are new and you have not yet subscribed, please do consider hitting the subscribe button, and that always does help out as well. And if you haven't hit the bell notification, you might want to do that as well. That way you get to get those notifications that are very annoying, but they tell you that the stream is on. So, on that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I am going to go for a break. When we come back from the break, we will have, let's see, we'll go do things, something. I think we're going to have bacon seeds or something first, and then we'll go from there. So keep smiling, and Theo and Santi, welcome back. Haven't seen you guys for a while, so all good. Okay, I will be back in about 5 minutes. Don't go away. Okay, I've got the microphone back on. I see we've got a bunch of fires happening there. Out in front, things are burning a little bit more. And welcome everyone who has joined us while I was on break. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you are indeed watching the Volcano Eruption live stream. And we are watching Cumbre Vieja, or actually the lava flow from Cumbre Vieja pouring out into the area that is in between Mount La Laguna and Mount Todoki. So that's where that is pushing right now. That's that lava flow moving forward. Very high viscosity, slow moving bulldozer of very, very hot lava. And not a water one. Yeah, it's not a lava. It's a very, very slow moving lava tsunami. Very slow. So, anyhow, I did say that we will be having a look at some piggies or bacon seeds, I should say. And yeah, this stuff is indeed, Grandma B says it's roasting bananas and lava tsunami. Yeah, DMC, the doghouse, welcome. I'm glad you're back. Bonnie Gale also in here. That lava is hauling. Yeah, it's actually, it's not for lava, it's moving pretty slow. Mocha Sasa is back. It's madness. Is it? It could be madness. Could be sadness too. But we will leave that one alone. So, yeah. Anyway, they are moving the camera around a little bit. We are seeing more of that fire happening there, and they're zooming in on it, and we definitely see that a lot of those trees and so on are catching on fire. Dr. Fox, what temperature does it have to be when you throw boiling water into the air and it instantly disappears? Well, Colin, it's not going to disappear, but you want at least about minus 38, minus 40 Celsius. And if you make your water warmer, it will have a tendency to crystallize faster, and you can create snow very easily. So if you take a cup of water at a minus 40 C and shoot it up into the air, the likelihood of anything coming down other than snowflakes is going to be kind of what it is. And anyway, I did promise bacon seeds, so here we go. And don't be offended, because I think this is somebody sticking their tongue out. And I had to look at this guy a few times. He's got spots, freckles on his nose. And yeah, it is an awe moment. I just want to pet him. I think he wants to give kisses or something. And very cute little piglet indeed. Love me some seeds. Yep. Very awesome, very cool. And here's the other one. This one is really admiring itself. It must like the appearance. And this is a little bit more of an awe one, as far as I can tell. And this looks like a mini pig. It's even got a collar on it, so pretty cool. And really, really like it. Bacon lick. Yeah, there you go. Okay, what's that? Just in time for bacon seeds. Yep. Yeah, if you don't know what we're doing here with the bacon seeds, it's kind of a little tradition that we've kind of built up since Piggy started sending these in, and we had this joke about the lava flowing down the side of the hill looks like bacon, and everyone always wondered where bacon comes from. And then, of course, we come out with bacon seeds is where bacon comes from. And it is cute as all get out. So, love it. Anyway, let's go back to that fire. And, yeah, we are getting more roasted bananas. I am not one into roasted bananas or roasted pineapple, so I don't think it's my forte, but we unfortunately are watching what's happening with that lava progressing forward, and it is kind of what it is. Ready for Jesus is here. Okay, how is Piggy? Piggy is doing much better. She's probably asleep right now in her hotel room. So she's back in the hotel, and then in a few hours she'll be getting on the catamaran ferry and heading back to her home. So, yep, she is doing okay, and hopefully that'll help you out. Mocha eats everything. Okay, so hopefully that will kind of help you out with Piggy's status. We do have her her status. We just gotta find it here. No, that wasn't the one. Let me see where I put that. I did have it here somewhere. Oh yeah, here. I think this is. No, that might not be the one. Okay, no, the maybe I got the wrong one here. Copy, and let's paste that in here and see if it shows up. Oh, it didn't show up. Yeah, this was her right after the operation, but we do have the other one that shows that she was doing a little bit better there, and I'm not sure where I left it. I think it's right here on this screen, and there she is after her trotter got fixed, and that's her heading for the hotel. So Piggy is doing well, and she is in her hotel room, so getting some sleep, and pretty cool that way. Craig Thor, Stan Eric, okay, ask Dr. Fox. Steen, missed your, if you had a question, I missed it. And anyway, gonna get that back off the screen there, and we'll go back here, and we'll continue to watch the fires. And if somebody, I'm gonna go see up here. Okay, Steen says, good, very late evening from Denmark, Europe. Okay, welcome from Denmark. Thanks for the very nice and informative broadcast. How much is the volcano growing in height since since this began? That is actually a very good question. It is approximately 400 meters tall now. The ground level, that's above sea level, I guess, and the ground level there where it started, I do believe was somewhere around just shy of 100 meters or something, and so the actual cone is built up somewhere around 300 meters. So, but it still is dwarfed by the material that's in the background. So it is there. This is so sad, such troubling destruction of property. The residents of La Palma certainly do not need more lava. I enjoy watching it, but I'm sorry for the people. And you know what, Nancy? And that's exactly it. Ooh, this is really starting to move forward now. You can actually see that it is moving a lot quicker than what it was before. But yeah, in a way, we are happy though that it's doing it in between Mount La Laguna and Mount Todoki, because that area was already affected by the lava. those people were already out. Yes, most of those homes and plantations and stuff are being destroyed, but at least it's not spreading out to the north or to the south. It is staying in that same area. So you know, the good thing or blessing, if you want to call it, it's staying more localized, which is really what we want. It's not burning or structures. Ready for Jesus? Yes, it's burning structures as well as banana plantation. The banana trees are burning, and the bulldozer of hot molten lava that's been coming down for the last couple of days here is now moving forward, and it will probably make it to the ocean if it has enough material behind it. Dominic Chains, he can't see you. Dr. Fox, well, okay. We'll see it. Okay, I missed what you said there, Dominic. Wormhand throws in a $5 or sorry, 50, and I'm not sure what currency that is, but I think that's somewhere around the $5 thing. Anyway, for your lava, okay, lava insurance, you need to have some if you're careful playing with lava. Yeah, you definitely need that. Thanks, Wormhand. That's awesome. Appreciate the super chat. And okay, 3D maps. We will have a look at the 3D maps right away. I'm trying to find where Dominique said something here. I missed. Where's Dominic? Dominic, where did you ask me something? Okay, where is this on the island? Oh, okay. I can do that. I got it. I can show you that. So it's, I'm not 100% sure right where it is, but we can certainly get you there. So let me get onto that map, and I can kind of point that out as soon as I find where the heck the map is. So if we zoom out a little bit, and I'm going to turn it so it's northward so you can see. Okay, so there's La Palma. We zoom in on the western side of La Palma. Right here is Mount La Laguna, and this is Mount Todoki, and the area that is affected, and I'm going to turn it because it's a 3D map. It's coming through somewhere in here, and I believe it's somewhere right around this area that it's pushing forward. It may be maybe a little bit closer and maybe out here now. I'm not 100% certain because they haven't pulled back far enough for me to be able to actually see or visualize where it's actually happening, but it's somewhere in this area. I'm going to generalize it as that, and hopefully that helps you out. Okay, and that should be okay for you, I hope. The other word of note, we haven't had any more flow here, and our lighthouse, which is right here, is still safe. And yeah, right now in that picture you can kind of sort of see it there. And so, but that lighthouse is closed for tourists. Normally they have it open that you can go in there and watch. So I hope that helps you out a little bit, you guys, as far as the location of that. And let's get back to it. Where am I? There we go. And that lava bulldozer seems to continue to move forward. So Seawolf Chris, welcome. And Arsene, okay, is the lava still from the cone flowing from last night? Actually, part of this steam would be from even from 2 days ago. It's been pushing out quite a bit of lava, but the viscosity of the lava is very high. In other words, it is relatively slow moving material in comparison to, you know, it's not some fast pahoi hoi kind of lava that you would see flowing very, very smoothly in Hawaii or something like that. Although when we were watching it come out of the cone 2 days ago, it was actually flowing fairly well. So, of course, it's not quite as hot as the material that we seen in Iceland, which was about 100 degrees Celsius higher than what this is. And the temperature makes a big difference in viscosity. And of course, the higher the viscosity, the slower the material moves. The lower viscosity means it can flow easily. So that's what we're kind of looking at, and high viscosity right now. Okay. Dominique, yeah, if you type the whole name out, actually, Zoe, you don't even need to put the at sign in front of it. If you just put the name, it will do that, just like this. Goes red. Okay, so there, like that. Okay, so yeah. So if you put the person's name in front, it will turn it red in the chat box for you. For that person, and it is a lot easier for them to see it. So it is pretty cool. But it won't make the wine red, DJ. Oh, hang on, the wine is red. Never mind. Oh, poor Zoe is getting like all kinds. Okay, we'll bring up the... okay, will bring it up fast. Oh, I didn't know it brings it up fast, but it just does that. Okay, Tina says, is this red, DrFox2000? Yes, it is. And it is working. I see it. No problem, Tina. All cool. So, anyway, let's go other places. I wanted to go to Iceland and stuff, and we haven't even got there yet because of all this stuff here. Anyway, let's go to Iceland real quick. I want to have a look there, get myself on the right screen. So, of course, it is dark out. It's hard to see anything. We do see the lights in the back of Keflavik airport area, and that. We will back it up about 7 or 8 hours here and see what we can do. There you go. View of the cone. Actually, it's not that great. Maybe we'll back up a little bit more. There, we got some sunshine on it. So now you can actually see it fairly well. And you can see the cone, and of course you can see the lighter materials out there. A lot of sulfur on top. But we don't see much activity. We do see smoke coming out of there, however. And yes, this is Ragnar, as we call it. And it is in Geldingadarler, the valley. And it's doing what it needs to do. And it has not yet erupted again for a long time, but anyway, we will move on to, oh, let me get rid of the lines here. Those were from yesterday's, but I did refresh it earlier to see if there was anything else happening. I'm going to do that again, just so we're up to date, and we can see that. It doesn't take long to refresh. Anyway, we did see these spikes in here before. Those were from yesterday still. But we do see some little spikes in here, so we know we had some more earthquakes. But it is still on a general downward trend as far as everything that's happening here. You see all of them are heading downward, unfortunately. And not trying to be a bad guy by saying that, but they are going downward, okay? So we're not seeing the activity that a full eruptive volcano should be producing. So it's telling us that things are quiet there. And moved on to the earthquake map. Just trying to catch up here to get into things. 1350. So yeah, this is from about 20 minutes ago. I don't know if it's. I'll use this one rather than trying to redo it. We'll start up with the northern end of Iceland to see what we have for earthquakes. We do know that we had a little bit of a swarm here way back when. It seems to have moved a little bit or progressed, and that is from today 1.2, and there's a bunch of little ones in there, so 1.7 on that one, 10 kilometers down. And it gives you a pretty good idea that it's when it's that low, it's really not going to do a heck of a lot. But we do see the little cluster there, so, and a few more out in the open. Not going to investigate those too much. We'll go into this area here. This, of course, is Astja, and these were from yesterday, so we're not even going to bother looking at them. And we did have our little swarm over here, and this is also quieting down. Again, this is from yesterday. So things are not quite as active there today. And if we zoom back out and slide over, looking at the ice fields, don't see too much there. So we'll leave that. And hey, what happened there? Okay, we'll zoom into our swarm here, and this is at Hekla. And all what we see are older ones, but there are some little tiny newer ones in here. That might be yesterday. Yeah, the other one is today. No, yesterday as well. And let's see, what is this one? Yesterday as well. 2.1, 8 kilometers down. So I don't see a heck of a lot of new ones. There's probably a few. 1.17 kilometers down yesterday again. So that's more or less what we've got. So it's actually gotten quiet since yesterday. In the Hekla area, and just want to check what's out in the water. We don't see anything new out here, although we are seeing a little bit more of a concentration of stuff happening right near the tip of the peninsula. And just zoom out a little bit here. So that's the Reykjanes Peninsula, of course. And when we zoom in, this is Reykjavik, the capital. This is the airport over here, Keflavik. And if we zoom in, Grindavik down here, and Blue Lagoon here, and the power station right in that spot. I see there's a couple of little spots in here from yesterday, 0.9, 4 kilometers down. We didn't notice those yesterday, so kind of interesting. This happened today, 2 kilometers down, 0.1. Okay, could be all kinds of things causing that. So a big truck or something driving down the street can actually create a shake or a thump and make that happen. And there's 4 kilometers down, 0.4 magnitude at 5:15 a.m. or 5:16 a.m. There. We'll get to these in a second. I want to go look at our area over here first. And of course our volcano that we were just looking at, Ragnar, is sitting right about here where that hand is. And I do see we have a little one here, 0.9, 5 kilometers down at the southern end. I can't remember what the name of that mountain is, but it is kind of right in between. This is Nodhagi, and this is areas Notkriki over on the other side. And Geldingadarler was flowing the lava down this direction here. So seeing this one here, kind of interesting, and it being a fresher one, definitely makes the guy go, so anyway, I think these are the older ones from before, yeah, from yesterday, and there may be a couple of newer ones in here from what we see. So but they are very small. Yeah, that's yesterday as well, 6 kilometers down. Just wondering if there's any from today. 0.96 kilometers down as well. So really not too much happening, and these were both from yesterday, and again they were 5 or 6 kilometers down as well. So we don't see too much new activity in that area. We did have a swarm over here before. That's kind of petered out as well. So we're the only thing that's really active is this swarm down here, and I'm kind of wondering what the heck is going on here. And 2.3, 6 kilometers down, happened at 1:30 p.m. What's this other one here? This has got to be a little bit bigger. 2.8 happened just before the 1:30 p.m. And this one's got to be the big one. 3.5, 12:25 p.m. 6 kilometers down again. So these larger ones, they all appear to be 6 kilometers down, 2.5 in magnitude for that one. So it's all fresh stuff, and right around that 12:30 mark, early afternoon anyway for it. So hopefully, well, it's going to subside, or we will. Well, Dr. Fox, I hear wind in the back. You hear wind? That's possible. I do still have the volume on for the volcano, so every once in a while we do hear it waking up. Is it near? Okay, Sophie. Okay, just Grindavik is here, and this is where that swarm is. So. And this is where the Blue Lagoon is, up here. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit, Sophie. So Grindavik, and the Blue Lagoon, and the power plant, and that is way down there on near the tip of the peninsula. The airport is over here, so it's kind of in between everything. And of course Ragnar is over here. So quite a distance between those. So this would be a separate system guaranteed, and pretty cool. Good night, Worm Hand. Take care. Have a good evening, and stay safe. And thanks. Alrighty. Okay, so let's get back to our lava flow. And wow, those banana trees are burning. And that lava is still moving forward, so pretty awesome. Anyway, I talked right through my break. I need to go take that break. Stay calm, stay cool. Don't throw anything in the lava, and remember, even though it looks like it's moving slow, it's probably moving faster than you can walk. No, maybe not. Maybe if we'll leave that alone. Anyway, for those who are enjoying the show, if you haven't hit the like button yet, let's see if we can pop that over 200 real quick on the likes, and that would be awesome. And for those who are new and have not yet subscribed, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, please do consider hitting that subscribe button, as well as don't forget to hit the bell icon, and that way you will be able to do your thing. And on that note, I'm going to go have a quick break, you guys. Keep smiling. Burning bananas, not good. No, don't be standing downwind of that. I hear that creates different kind of smells. Anyway, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'll be back in about 5 minutes, and we'll see you then. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and geez, I like banana cake too. Somebody email me some. That would be really, really nice. Especially that fresh stuff that just got made. Fried green bananas, I never tried them, honestly. Fred-Jan Dijon, never heard of him. Heard of him? Oh my God, that's too bad. Epi Diddy Mouse, welcome back. She said, okay, Epi says, okay, thank you. Never heard of him. Yeah, heard. Yeah, pretty funny. Rayola, welcome. David Crook also here. This is live. Yes, it is live. As live as it can be. And you are watching the wall of lava moving down. And like we said before, we're not 100% sure exactly where it is. But that is a pretty good close-up right there. And we're guesstimating that it is somewhere in this area here. So that is very possible. If it's not right there, it may be over there. So, but it is in between the two mountains here, or old cones, if you will. And that's La Laguna, or Mount La Laguna, and this is Mount Todoki. And it's somewhere in between here. So hopefully that gives you a little bit more insight, and I think it might be down here pushing forward, and we're hoping that it's going to get into the ocean fairly soon. So let's just pop back to that, and you can see it's actually going through another wall, or about to melt or burn out another wall, one of those plastic walls. I'm not sure if that's actually plastic or what that material is that they wrap around their what do you call it, plantation fields there. It's pretty cool though. Steve Hensley, okay, but I remember I told you. What did you tell us? Okay, Eva Ras also in the channel. What terrible comments you people are sending. This island is close to collapse. Eva, this island is not going to collapse. And Shellington Sea Otter, what did you say? Okay, I'm not sure why that one got deleted. All right. Okay, not sure what's going on there. Okay. Not sure what's going on in the chat there, guys. Oh, it's a bot. Okay. Well, we don't need extra bots. We got our own bot in here. Okay. Eva, I'm not quite sure what the island is close to collapse. No, the island is not close to collapse, and this is something that we want to turn around and try to take away from all the fear mongering that's been being pushed out. The island is not going to be collapsing anytime soon. We do see a lot of destruction. We do see a lot of lava flow in the last few days, but the island is far from going away, and as far as majority of the people are still on the island doing what they're doing. The population of the island was just about 87,000, and it is still well above 80,000 right now from my understanding. And with the tourists that are there looking at the volcano, it's bringing up the levels even higher. So the island is far from going anywhere. And yes, you said so. Okay. Again, I'm not sure who you're talking to, Fred. Okay, there was a bit landslide one day. Yeah, there was a little bit of a landslide from one of the earthquakes. There was also a landslide in the old area of the very large old slopes where there was something going on. Hopefully, but something is happening. Well, I don't see, other than the thing erupting, we don't see anything major going on. And as far as the seismic reports and so on, they're still not expecting anything larger than a 5.0 magnitude or 5.0 magnitude earthquakes. So everything was relatively below that. So again, these are things that we try not to cause fear-mongering and trying to scare people. You know, we're not saying that it's good that we're having an eruption. We really do feel bad and sorrowful for the fact that these people are there and that are suffering from the losses, and we know we're getting close to 3,000 buildings being destroyed so far, and of course about 7,000 people have been evacuated or displaced because of it. And as the ash levels were rising, a few more got basically said, hey, time to evacuate and clean off the roof before you go, right? So some of that happened. All right, something indeed is happening. That's been happening for 2 months now. Yeah, it exactly, Epididdy Mouse. Tina Sassy says, DrFox2000, are these recent camera shakes more earthquakes? Because there's been a fair few since you looked. Yeah, it's now, they're not earthquakes. We're getting some wind shaking the camera. This camera is sitting over by the harbor, and we do have the wind affecting it. And actually, that's something I was going to do next here, is throw up the weather map. And the other thing that you got to remember is any slight little movement on the camera, when it's zoomed in so far, will make that shake look a lot further. So obviously somebody's handling the camera because they're zooming it in and out or panning it around. Those shakes, if your tripod is not 100% steady and solid, those shakes will be amplified tremendously. So anyway, yeah, we did want to move over to the weather map. Give me a second to get that on the screen as soon as I find where the heck it has moved. Let's pick one here. I know where. Hey, the other place we haven't looked at yet was Hawaii. And oh, okay, there's Hawaii. We'll do a quick peek at Hawaii first before we get to the weather map. And Hawaii should be in about here. And we'll actually go. This is Hawaii from 3 a.m. or 3:06 a.m. This is Kilauea. That's what that picture looked like. And we will refresh that one and go to the other map. And we will talk about what we got going on there. Whoop, wrong one. We'll squeeze that shut. Okay, so the island of Hawaii, I'm going to just zoom out so you can kind of get yourself the bearings. Maui in the middle here, Oahu on the northwestern end. And anyway, Hawaiian Islands. And we are interested in this area, of course, the Big Island. And we see more earthquakes continuing in the cluster. And again, probably still same thing, same distance downward, roughly 35 kilometers or 22 miles. And they've been all around that same mark, 31, 32 kilometers. And that's what you're seeing there. You can go check that out yourself. The link is up there. Hawaii map is what Paul Zilla typed in, and it brought up the USGS map. And you can definitely have a look at that. And this is where our crater is. And that's what we were looking at just a few seconds ago. And of course there's all kinds of other information that you can have here. And if you go, there's 4 different camera views. You've got the gas metering, you've got GPS, you got tilt meters, and you got seismographs or seismometers, and you can make those bigger, have a good look at them, and see when the shakers are. So it does give you a little bit of that information. I did refresh that one. This is the daytime shot of that. And that's what it looks like right now at 12:41 p.m. Hawaii time, and that's kind of the. You can see the region there that we had in that other previous shot is basically looking like very smooth lava field, as opposed to some of that other stuff that is out further to the left, or oh, I don't have the mouse on there. Here, let's draw on there, so you can kind of see there that outline. So that's the area that we were looking at. So this is older looking material, more solid, and this is the hot flowy part there. So H for hot, and that's kind of it for looking at what we've got there at Kilauea today. And I am going to pop you back over to that scene of everything burning, and while that is going on, I am going to split the screen and load up my Etna picture for today. And I only did get one Etna picture, unfortunately, and we will see if we can bring that up on the screen. And let's see if we go, oh, I want to add a source there. There we go. And got to get into the Etna file here. So there we are, November 20th. And so this is a shot of Etna, just so we have it. And you can take a look. It was a fairly clear day there. There's snow on Mount Etna, and you can definitely see that. Let's see if we can get the crayons working. So, yep, there's Etna there. And you see it's creating its own little cloud system right there. So that's, again, volcanoes create their own microclimates. So this one specifically, though, because it is almost 10,000 feet tall, it is doing its thing. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you real quick, and kind of gives us an overview of everything that we had around. And if we get rid of that, let's see, turn that, oh no, I didn't want to turn that one off. Turn this one off. That's what our bunny cam looks like today, and it is still snowing, and not very hard, but it is. So anyway, we'll leave it at Etna, and let's see, maybe I'll pop over and we'll look and see what we can see on at the cone. Right now the cone is still kind of in the steam, in the fog, in the smog. But it is starting to poke through a little bit more, so we are seeing a little bit more there. Unfortunately, still not enough to be able to see what's all coming out. Don't know if the cone is actually taking, or the volcano's taking a little bit of a rest, or if it's just that much cloud in the way that we can't see. We do see some black material billowing out of the top of the cone again. So I don't think it's resting. I think it's doing what it's supposed to, It's just we have too much material in the way that we cannot see what's actually physically going on. The other camera view, of course, they've left it on the lava flow, and it's probably because they cannot get a very good shot of the cone. So it's unfortunate for that, but that's what we're seeing here. And a few pieces of bacon, if you want to call it that. Yeah, Epi Diddy Mouse said exactly that, bacon. Nancy Buchanan, I am falling asleep. We'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great night. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, my dear Nancy. Okay, that's your lullaby for tonight, Nancy. Good night, Nancy. Oh, I had to do that. Come on, I'm just having a little fun. Why do you guys keep deleting me for asking simple questions? Elan Sharp, what simple question are you asking? And what type of questions are you asking? If they're volcano related, please ask the question instead of asking why you're getting deleted. I have yet to see any questions there, so please, if you want to address it to me, okay, they were, okay, please put DrFox2000 in front of it. That way I can actually see it light up in the chat, and it will be a little easier for me to see. So if you got a question, ask, and I will try to answer it for you, and depending on what the question is, of course. If it is volcano related, it'll be good. Where is this view, DrFox2000? Okay, daily, and the view is actually coming from what we're looking at. Whoop, hang on. I gotta try to get over on the other map. Wrong page. Okay, let me get to there. And no, that's the wrong page. This one. Okay, now I can move it. So we are looking at it somewhere here like this, and I'm not sure if that's burning through here or if that's further over on this side. It's very, very hard to tell because that camera angle is actually somewhere down like that, maybe, or something like this. So they've zoomed in, and it's very difficult for us to tell exactly where it is, but it's somewhere in between Mount La Laguna and Mount Todoki. Okay, hopefully that that helps you out. And like I say, I don't know exactly where that camera is located, and I'm assuming it is somewhere either here in the harbor or somewhere around in this area, and it's looking in that direction. Okay, and hopefully that helps you out, and we'll go back to here and put it back there. Okay, so Lisa P. Frampton, glad that you made it. Yeah, glad you're here for the last few seconds. Daily, thanks. I've been so busy today I didn't get to look. Didn't get a look-see. Okay, not a biggie there. Okay, let's see what else we got going on in here. Did I miss any questions? No. Not yet. Anyway, okay. Okay, I asked why they wouldn't show the top anymore and only stays on the bottom lava. Was told it wasn't shooting up anymore, so there's nothing to see. No, that's incorrect, Elan Sharp. Why the reason they're not showing the top is because of the amount of smoke and ash and other debris and material is covering things up. I will give you an example of that by going to this camera. This is why they're showing what they are showing, and I can go and show you what it looks like if we go a few hours back, just before they changed it. Okay, this is what they were showing and this was about 3.5 hours ago. Okay, and as we progress, this is about 2 hours and 45 minutes ago. And you seen that they were showing the top. They're still showing it here, but you see all that smoke in the way. Okay, and that only progressed to get worse. Okay, and then what ended up happening is this was your view after a while, and the reason they swing down to the lava is because people aren't going to sit there and watch that. So then shortly thereafter they move the camera, and this is just right before they've moved the camera, and that kind of gives you an idea what's going on there. And there, this is a few minutes after, just right when they were moving it, and this is why. Okay, so it's not that they don't want to, it's that they're not able to see anything. So that is why they are doing their thing. Jen, Karen, don't get too involved with that Nightbot. It is just a script, you know. Fred, Jan, Dijon, they are still lava behind the clouds. Yeah, there is definitely still lots of lava behind those clouds. There is no two ways about that. It's just we are not able to see it, and that's why they change it. This was the other view, and of course that is current. And again, you see in the forefront here, you see the black cloud. Those were coming up a lot bigger and heavier earlier, and most of this stuff on this side and this one here, that's steam, and it's very, very difficult to see. Joe's, or is it Jose L. Garcia Jr., $20 super chat. My wife and I enjoy your broadcast. Hello from Wimberley, Texas. Why, thank you very much, and I hope I did say it right as Jose, not Joe, not Joe's. Jose, thank you very much for that $20 super chat. That's awesome. I really do appreciate your support. And actually, I'm already looking at, we should be finished the stream already, since it is that time of the day. So, but anyway, hopefully that helps you guys out, and you can see what's going on. I'm going to put it back on the lava fire here that we're seeing as it pushes through. Steen says, okay, the material covering the banana plantations is first of all wind protection, and it's synthetic plastic material, and that's what I thought it was. That it was. Yeah, I got what it's for. It's just you know, they were doing it to protect it, but if it is in fact plastic, that definitely creates other issues or problems of you know, bad gas material coming off of there, because of course these are hydrocarbons that are being burnt, right? So you don't want to breathe any of that. Dan Hurd's got the gold. Yeah, you betcha there, DJ. Dan Hurd does have the gold. And anyway, particular particulates of smoke break back in molecules. Yeah, if you type, well, smoke is basically, yeah, the result. If you type in the word smoke, you'll see what it is. Okay, what smoke is made of. So anyhow, yeah, it looks pretty awesome, guys. And you know, we see another band of that plastic material is going to be ignited very shortly there. So it does look pretty nasty, and it's almost like it's creating big balloons for a second or two and then burning through, as I don't know how porous that material is, but at least it's yeah, it would be very toxic. I wouldn't do any of that. Okay, let's see. just trying to keep up with what's going on here. Adele says, good night, thanks, Dr. Fox. Good stream tonight. Thank you, Adele. Take care and have yourself a very, very good evening. And it is basically time for me to wrap the thing up anyhow, so I am going to say thank you very much for every one of you being here. I twisted that around. It's a bit... So, Nightbot didn't pick up on it. Ah, I see, Banana Puss. There you go. Okay. So, as this lava progresses forward, we're going to keep an eye on it, and we will find out where it ends up. And we'll talk about that on tomorrow's show. And hopefully it's been an enjoyable one for you guys tonight, although we didn't have any massive sonic booms or big blasts of any type. The volcano didn't blow up. There was no tsunami other than the lava pushing forward. And the people of La Palma are not evacuating the entire island. So, you know, we want to just keep realistic things in place here. Life goes on La Palma, and we do feel sorry for the people that are directly affected by the losses of buildings and homes and so on, as well as we know that the volcano has basically taken one life, or at least that's what they're attributing it to. So it's unfortunate, but typically, you know, for it to leave a dark stain on the island in that sense is it's one of those things. At least it hasn't done more damage than what it has already, which is really, really good. What's coming out now is continuing to stay within the parameters of what it's created from before. The lava flows are staying on top of the old lava flows, which is, in my opinion, a really good thing. Although we do see some material being burnt and some banana plantations, even though they weren't affected before the lava flows went around them before on both sides. Now they are being inundated by the lava and destroyed. But that is better than having it go into other newer areas and creating more havoc in other zones, right? So this material in between here is better. Dream of a Hive throws in a $20 super, £20 super chat. Awesome, Dream. Thank you very kindly for your support. That is really, really awesome. Thank you. And glad to have that, and really, really do appreciate it. Elan Sharp says, Dr. Fox, thank you for your response. Just seemed as they moved the camera into the smoke, been watching. Oh, I was going to bring up the weather map. That's what I was going to do. I don't think I ever did that. Let me see if I can get onto that. I was looking for it. I can't find my weather map. Where did it go? Where is my weather map? Somebody stole my weather map. Not there. Not, oh, there. I found it. I found it. Somebody put earthquakes on there. Okay, let me refresh that real quick, and then we'll just take a look, a fast look before I shut things down here. And let's get over to the weather map. That should be somewhere in here. So worldwide weather map, basically you can see where everything is, our big storms and stuff like that, and big wind currents and so on. And here in the Atlantic, of course, we are dealing with northwestern Africa area. And if we zoom in on that, remember yesterday we had, well, actually 2 days ago, the wind was all coming. This is our Canary Islands here, by the way, just so you know. Spain and Morocco, Portugal, Azores up here, okay, and we were getting the current coming down this way before, so it was in that direction. Now the current is kind of going around it, and actually we are almost sitting in a dead spot here. In some places you have no wind at all happening, and very low wind rates. So if we zoom right into La Palma, you can see that out in the ocean, 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers an hour, 1 kilometer an hour, not very large amounts. And what that's doing is blowing back onto the island. So those cameras are located over there. They're looking at the craters in this direction, and you got the smoke and everything out front, and that's being blown right at the cone. And that is the problem that we're facing. Actually, I think it's right around here. Yeah, don't want to get too far over. The tunnel is there. So yeah, right in here is where our stuff is. And unfortunately, you can't zoom in anymore on that particular map. But that gives you a pretty good idea what's happening. That wind blowing it right back onto there. And it makes it a little bit more difficult. If you do want to get this Ventusky or Ventusky, whatever you want to call it, a map, you can take a look. Paulzilla did bring up the link for it, and again, it's weather map is the shortcut to get it, and it does have the link right in the chat for you. So you can definitely have a peek at that. And let's zoom back out a little bit though, and kind of get the general drift. So some of this ash and stuff may be going in this direction. We may be seeing a little bit skirting along the beaches of Morocco here, and it may end up getting in and getting some of it into Portugal. Although I don't believe that's going to happen because of the fast stream here. We got 40, anywhere, maybe, 20 to 40 kilometer an hour winds blowing it across. So for anything to kind of sit there, I doubt very much. It's going to end up just going into this area here and can continue to go around. So very unlikely that we're going to see anything there. Just wanted to pop into Iceland for a minute. Iceland getting a northern flow, so they will probably cool down a bit and start. I wonder what the temperatures are. Yeah, -3, -4, doesn't surprise me. Iceland -25, or sorry, Greenland -25, -35, -38, -40. Holy mackerel, -41. Yeah, you don't want to be going there. Northern Canada -32, -34, -31. That's the stuff that's going to end up coming down in here. We see that the colder climes are already starting to drop, and it's not like that balmy weather they have out on the western coast of 5 and 6 degrees Celsius kind of thing. And of course, down here in the Central America regions, you see some of those very hot temperatures. And of course, if you go to Mexico and you get 28 degrees Celsius, that's why everybody goes to Mexico and Belize and even Florida. It's in that heat band. So pretty cool in that respect. Okay, so yeah, Siberia. Let's just check Siberia. Yeah, 33, 35, 36. Yeah, you don't want to be in Siberia. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. That's your worldwide weather conditions. And I am going to pop it back onto that one for now and throw in my ending here. I thank everyone for being in the stream today. Glad to have you people on board. And our good reports, of course, are that Piggy is resting now, and she will be coming in at the end. Maria, good to see you, Maria, and hello and goodbye. Judy McClelland, have a restful evening. Same with the mods. Yes, and we'll definitely do that. And I want to say thank you for every one of you being here today, and really do appreciate all of you. And we know Piggy's status is she will be home tomorrow. And of course, oh no, that wasn't the one. I think it's, no, it wasn't that one either. I have it in one of the other ones though, but it's all right. We don't need to worry about Piggy right now. She's sleeping, so be very quiet. She's sleeping. All right, on that note, I'm going to wrap it up. So be good, everyone. Keep smiling. Stay healthy. Stay warm. And be good. Bonnie Gale, welcome right at the end. Glad to have you on board. And anyway, Piggy Root, yes. Yeah, she's sleeping. So hopefully she is getting some rest. I heard, or she actually mentioned it to me, she said that she was able to get 3 hours in a row of consecutive sleep. So, and for her, that's actually very good considering she was only getting about an hour at a time. So, happy to hear that from Piggy. And on that friendly note, though, take care, everyone. And we will see you at tomorrow's live stream. Be good for now. Keep smiling. And please tell your loved ones you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Good night, everyone. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, super chatters. And we will see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.